to Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
Talk about some music. Producer and DJ from Dallas, Texas, is a do-it-all artist who first made his name for himself on the national stage working with Isaiah Rashad on his critically acclaimed album, The House is Burning. Since then, he's been a mainstay in LA, DJing day parties, hosting his own boiler room in LA, and working behind the scenes as a quiet signee of Top Dog Entertainment. He delivers a heavyweight double disc debut album filled with emotional narratives of his family life, seemingly Ye-influenced flows, and a stacked roster of features. This is Banx's RHODA.
So I keep them clean. Yeah. This that real life shit, nigga. From the three. North Dallas, South Dallas, East Dallas, West D. A little hood bitch, they get that ass from my teeth. Shaking that bitch so crucial. Make a nigga wanna get booed up. Bitch, be careful cause that bitch will do so to ya. I just check my phone, she just hit me up. She just had some margaritas up at Gloria. Yeah. She trying for some. Put your hands up, you trying for some. Stupid young nigga grew up from the concrete. Doing my shit since I was about 13. Fucking these houses, I had dickies with a crease. Do what you do, but just don't step on my feet. In this bitch looking like something, so I keep them clean. Put your hood up if he really from the three. North Dallas, South Dallas, East Dallas, West D. I'm from the D, baby, where a bitch shake her ass betwixt my sheets. Hey, throw it up, baby, land that thing on me. Shake that ass, hey, shake that ass, hey, shake that ass, that's Orbis, baby. Pull up on me, touch some blues like I'm Corbin, baby. She got a out of shape bottle like a RHODA, baby. Got me fucking around my chips like I'm new to Vegas. I wanna spin again, baby. You should bring a friend, baby. I'ma take this pill, you can sip that chamomile, baby. Fuck with real niggas if you wanna have a real baby. I'ma take you shopping, have you acting like a real lady. On, baby, put it on, baby. When you in my city, you gon' have to bring it home, baby. Put it on, baby. Throw it on, something crucial, something stupid. Yeah. Stupid young nigga grew up from the concrete. Doing my shit since I was about 13. Fucking these houses, I had dickies with a crease. Do what you do, but just don't step on my feet. In this bitch looking like something, so I keep them clean. Put your hood up if he really from the three. North Dallas, South Dallas, East Dallas, West D.
Leanna said Mona from the Joe Budden had her whole channel deleted.
Yes.
You said who from Joe Budden?
The
Mona or Mona?
Scott?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Bro, they're
It's that real life shit,
They're not
nigga.
playing, bro.
You could just talk.
They are not
Yeah,
playing.
You could just say
you
something.
can talk to us if you want.
Yeah.
If you don't fuck with us, just say that.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
If you don't fuck with us, just say that. You know what I mean?
All right, how'd y'all feel when you first listened to this album?
I'll go first with this one because I think I probably had the least to say. I fuck with him from his connection to
Zay?
Zay. Yeah, like that's where I came into his music in the first place. I fuck with his shit, but he is kind of chameleon-esque in that there's a lot of songs that I realized because I like when you had sent him for this week, I was like, okay, bet, let me check him out. A lot of his songs that I had liked previously to like having to do it for this pod were like with other niggas that I liked, and I realized he can be on a song and not overpower the song. To where like if he has a feature, it's low-key the feature song with a lot of his shit, in my opinion. But I like him. It's just he's kind of chameleon-esque. I don't know if I'd listen to an album where, like, if he pulled a 2014 Forest Hills Drive with no features, I don't know if he'd get my ear. But the way he did this one, I was like, I fuck with a lot of these.
That's interesting that you would say that because there are a lot of songs on because it's a double disc project. There's a lot of songs.
A lot of songs.
There's a lot of songs where it's just him solo, and those are some of my favorite songs on it. Where it's just like, okay, he's focusing on his own artistry and what he's gone through in his own life, and that means more to me when I'm listening.
Even when he's the only artist, he doesn't sound so unique or distinct that like if I cut some of his songs off and I was like, oh, this is a Zay deep cut you've never heard before, I think some niggas be like, oh, okay. Like it sounds like that. He doesn't sound unique enough, in my opinion.
What about you, James?
I think I should have went first because I've been asleep. I didn't know of this nigga. Especially, I didn't know he was signed to TDE. I didn't know because I'm a huge TDE guy.
Oh yeah,
it was quiet
because he been doing like Familiar Faces and shit too.
Yeah. So
The
normally
Boiler Rooms, Q and everybody. Yeah.
Normally they announce like their signees, but I think this one was. I think it was one of those signees where they thought he was gonna be more on the producer side,
Because he's slick.
more on the
bold.
DJ side.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys were surprised by the album, like how many verses he actually had. I know I was.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, oh, I thought this was gonna be like a DJ Khaled joint, like
For real,
Yes,
that's what I
yes,
came
yes,
into it
yes,
thinking.
And
yes.
it was like, no, he's rapping. Keep going though. I know. Or,
I thoroughly enjoyed this album. But I feel unprepared to talk about it indefinitely.
Okay.
Because I was listening to it when I was at work. I ran through the whole album. I thoroughly enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the content. I feel like it's layered, and I feel like this deserves. Like I need to live with this more to give it he was talking like it was family aspect.
a lot of family.
It was a lot
aspect.
of family aspect, and I truly don't know like the overall theme of the album yet. But so I can only speak on it sonically. Sonically, it sounded really fucking good.
Yeah.
It nothing like that was moving the needle for me that crazy. Like I didn't hear that crazy raps, and some of the beats were cool. Like they're dope at best, but it wasn't something I never heard before. But I am interested to like re-listen to this album, start to finish a couple more times to like understand like what this is about. I don't know what this album is about, but I can tell there's some deep shit. It's probably like something that he's been like sit on his soul and like, you know, cooking up or had in his brain for a cool minute. Like he's living voice notes. He had his uncle leaving a voice note about his mom passing. He's wishing him happy birthday and shit. Like, oh, this is layered. Like, oh,
burying the
so
lead.
I would not do it justice to sit here and just give a bullshit ass opinion about like a layered album like this. So, but sonically, it sounds really good.
Henndawg, how you feel?
Yeah, I was gonna say, similar to what James is saying. I think like just even how the album started out, where he just had the statement about like home being a feeling and not a place. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I never
facts.
even really like sat down and thought about that.
Text your girl tonight and be like, "Hey, yo, you feel like home to me."
You know what's funny? I actually got in a debate with Mike
I'm not even
and
joking,
Tyler
like-
about this.
That might work.
About why they say houseless instead of homeless.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, no, I was like, I can understand because Mike and Tyler were like, why the fuck, like, what the fuck is houseless?
Yeah.
And I was like, house is a physical facility.
Yeah.
Home is like, home could be a church. Home could be my Fullerton, my friends, my
Be a
Fullerton
street.
homies.
It could be a street.
It could be LA. It could be whatever. It could be,
It could be a street. It could be a restaurant.
the industry
I
work in.
It could be a country.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
just like
figurative
wherever
thing.
you feel safe and wherever
Everybody
you feel
has a
like you
home.
can be yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
That's where home is.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really dope, just how he started out the project. Similar to like what James was saying, like he sprinkled in a lot of those like voicemails and interludes. And my favorite record had that voicemail that he referred to.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But then I think like even just like how the project started out, like I think it's like within the first 5 or 6 records, like some of the sample chops that he was getting into, fucking nasty,
It's just
bro.
smooth.
Like I was like, oh my God.
Very smooth, very mellow tone throughout most of the album too, which
Yeah.
I appreciated. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like it
And
was
I
cool.
like that a lot of the voicemails and interludes that he used, there wasn't a lot of wasted motion within it.
Yeah.
Like that's
They
a
meant
pet peeve
something.
of mine. Yeah. Like within projects where they just drop in like an interlude or a voicemail, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did you put this here? This has nothing to do with the theme. It didn't progress the story. Like it had no place here. So I thought that was dope. And then last thing I said, overall, dope project, but I think it did like taper off a little bit on the second half because it is really long.
It's really long.
Yeah. It's a two-side.
But he surprised me though. I'll say that.
So you guys already alluded to like my biggest point, like that voicemail with his uncle. I've been on like pods with you and I've talked about, hey, I don't like when people like when artists put like a skit or a voicemail and they attach it to a song and it has nothing to do with the project.
Mm.
When it comes to this one, bro, I'll be in the gym and the song comes on and I'll just lift through it. I'm just listening to what his uncle's saying because rarely do you ever hear from the other side. Like sometimes you'll hear from the person who like distances themselves. Rarely do you hear from the person who's like got distanced from a family perspective of like, hey, like I'm checking in on you. Like I'm not your dad. I'm not your mom. I'm a family member, and I'm used to you being around more often. I'm used to hearing from you more often.
And I don't really know what's going on with you.
I have no idea what's going on with. I lost my sister,
Man.
and I know what I'm going through. So I can't imagine what you're going through, losing your mother. And I can't and he even says it. He's just like, I'm not really sure like what we should talk about, but like talk to me essentially. And that in itself, and I think at the end he tries to like joke around, just like, hey, yo, I got my own kid, like this and that, nigga shit, where it's just like, yo, anything to relate to you, and it's just like, dang, okay, I feel that. So when I distance myself, that's how family members feel when they don't hear from me for a minute.
Yup.
And they know I'm going through something, but they don't know exactly how to like talk to me. And that's exactly what his uncle was essentially like saying to him. And
Felt
it's just
very
like
organic.
it 100% organic.
He was coughing and shit. Like, this wasn't staged.
No, it was 100%. And I was just like, dang. And I promise you, every time it comes on, I listen to it through the end.
Yeah.
It's at the end of a song. And I listen to it every single time.
I think it kind of emphasizes like the difference in how generations communicated with each other, because like our parents didn't have Twitter. So like if they were going through some shit, they didn't just like retweet, relatable tweets or like post song lyrics. They would be like sitting in grandma's living room and grandma would be like, you look like something's bothering you. What's up? And they would talk.
Yeah.
I think this album was kind of interesting for me because I don't know how old bro is, but it kind of felt similar to like I've had conversations like similar to this to my mom, where she'll be like, I don't know what's going on with you, like at different points in my life. And it's just like, I would think, oh, well, I tweeted this. Like, how did you not pick up? And then like this was when I was like a kid, and I'd be like, oh, wait.
Does your mom follow you on Twitter?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't be on Twitter, but like you see how like people be on Twitter. Happy birthday, mom, write a whole ass paragraph. It's like, your mom don't have a Twitter.
She not seeing that.
Yeah, she not seeing none of this. I think this album, part of what I took away from it was the cool emphasis on like, we communicate so differently from our parents that I think they miss out on a lot of what's going on in our lives. Because niggas will be like, well, I tweeted this song lyrics. How did you not know? It's like, your mom's not on Twitter, bro. You never just sat down and told her, I'm sad right now, or I need some space, or whatever the case may be.
And Cal Banx is 35, so he's essentially in our age group.
Yeah,
I say anything within 5 to 10 years, like within each other, is the same age.
Like he's young enough to get it, but he's old enough to be slightly more mature, but young enough to where like I could see how his parents, because his parents are older than ours, are probably like, bro, we don't know what's going on with you, and we don't be on the socials to know what's going on with you. We just calling to check in, like, what's up? What's going on with you?
And who knows? They might not even listen to his music. And
Facts.
I know for me personally, like I put my feelings into my music. I don't talk to like my parents or like the people around me. I like record the music. That's how I get shit off my chest. And maybe that's how he gets shit off his chest too. So he's like, he has people reaching out to him, and to him, he's just like, oh, I'm figuring it out in my own way.
Yeah.
But to them, they're all like, yo, we're worried about you. Like talk to us,
And it's like, you can't exactly send moms the album and be like, this is how I've been doing the past 6 months. Because moms might not want to hear all that cussing and, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Whatever is in there.
I know James had like a really important point, like last time we had a group pod about like you talking to your mom.
Connected
Like you guys were at the beach and you just had like a conversation with your mom for like the first time in a minute about everything.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like we don't normally have those type of conversations. Like it has to be like a specific point, or it has to be at the right time for somebody to ask us, hey, what's going on, for us to be like, okay, let me just open up. And I feel like a lot of our family members might not necessarily get that.
They might feel isolated, like we're like not go talk to your people, man.
Yeah, they might think it's on purpose, but really we're not thinking macro level of like how our actions, because of the way we feel, might affect other people.
Yeah, I think to piggyback off Mike too, our parents' generation and those are older, they're more so cut from the cloth of like, let's get on the phone and like talk about something.
Yep.
Where it's like we just on social media, and that's the disconnect right there. Like, yeah, that's just it.
On a side note, it made me kind of wonder, like, because we're of the generation of like social media, like even if we didn't grow up with it, we're obviously like somewhat savvy with it. Are we gonna be like finding out that our kids are sad because like we follow them and like, oh, she retweeted this, I don't know, modern artist song that's about being depressed. Is my daughter depressed? Let me call her real quick.
Probably.
I mean, I think you lay the foundation and you create the culture of how you and your child communicate, though. Like you got to establish that early on. Like I would hope I don't have to figure out like my kid is upset.
But you have to understand, like a lot of times, like your kid is going to eventually your kid will be spending more time outside the home than inside the home.
Bro, even that, like, so my mom is a principal. I be up there because I like help out with just different shit going on at the school. Kids nowadays do not communicate in some like sit down and tell you I'm sad because X, Y, and Z and like, can you give me advice? Kids don't communicate like that anymore. It's a K through 8, so like they're younger, but like kids are different now in the sense that like, I don't know, like obviously they're not that much younger than us and we're not that much younger than our parents. Like it's all really relative, but like it is not even similar to how we did shit where like they will communicate shit through like wearing certain clothes or like songs that we've never heard of from artists that we've never even thought of. I don't know what the gap bridging is going to look like, but something's got to be better than what it is because these kids nowadays, they're living through the same shit we're living through. Like I was talking to my mom about this, and this is kind of off scope of the album, but kind of relevant. When like I was using 9/11. 9/11 for a lot of us was just a day we went home early from school, and like some of our parents seemed a little worried, and that was the you know the gap of it.
We didn't even know what happened.
Yeah, like with this stuff that happened, like even just politics and recent, we're not seeing it through like a filtered lens because we have social media. Like I had kids at the school being like, I saw the video of bro dying.
Crazy.
And it's like, those are different conversations than we had because when shit was happening when we were growing up, it was still through the lens of TV or like news that we were watching at home with our parents.
It was filtered.
These kids are at school getting a notification and seeing some graphic shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're having to deal with that on their own in real time. So asking them to be like, well, how did you feel about X, Y, and Z? Those are conversations that even our generation didn't have because we didn't have to, like, at least for me personally, my mom sat me down at the dinner table and talked about 9/11, and that was the gist of that. Yeah. It wasn't like I saw people dying in the plane and hearing their last words and then having to decide if I wanted to talk to my parents because I don't know if I would have.
There's videos of people jumping out the building that we did not see until we're older. You know?
Yeah.
So it emphasizes the difference in communication styles and how that can make, I think we think of it how it can make us feel isolated. I can understand how a parent might feel where it's like my son is in his late 20s, early 30s, and he doesn't tell me anything, and I have to like pull these conversations out of him. I can understand how that parent felt in the video in the song, because it's like, dang nigga, like you're my blood. I don't know what's going on with you.
Let's jump into best songs. Henndawg, what was your favorite song on the project?
We already talked about my best song, basically, because we talked about the voicemail. But it was 1019. 1019. Like that shit hard, bro.
All right, let's listen, then talk about it.
Answer the phone, bitch. Got shit on the floor, man.
It's that real life shit, nigga. It's that real life shit, nigga. She got she hurt in the bio, that means she a freak bitch. Twin sisters in the whip and I don't know which is which. Niggas saying this and that, but they all telling. I can't travel with my niggas cause they all felons. Bitch, I feel like Sosa cooking up that portobello. Married to the game and I won't stop, don't call the reverend. Couple rings that don't more than hit the outfits for severance. Don't hit me with no 50-50. It's that real life shit, nigga.
All right, Henndawg, why was this your favorite song?
Well, I talked about it just with my initial thoughts of the album overall. I just thought this sample chop and like the beat was just super fire. I like how Banx was just like popping his shit on the hook and like some of his verses in here. Like there's certain lines like he's like, she hurt in her bio, that means she a freak bitch. Don't hit me with no 50-50. We got plenty leverage. I don't know. I just like how he was delivering certain lines on this. And then we talked about it at length with the voicemail at the end, man. Yeah. I don't think you could hear that voicemail and that not affect you in some way, or you not get a different perspective of like, all right, when I'm going through trauma, this is how somebody else is receiving it. You know what I mean? And they going through their own trauma. They going through double trauma. They going through the trauma of their sister dying and then me being distant too. So
it's my favorite song too. For a lot of pretty much everything Henry said. So I was just like, when I first heard it, I was like listening at work. I was doing my shit, and I started bouncing. I didn't realize it. I'm like, hold Hold on, but everything you just said, like the bounce, the him popping, I need to live with it more though. Like I just heard it yesterday.
It's one of those songs where like it sounds like really good, so you automatically is just like, yo, this is really good. And you start listening to what's being said, and you're just like, wait, hold up a second.
I'm surprised he didn't put Isaiah Rashad on this one because this has that Tennessee 3-6 Mafia bounce.
I get it though, because like he made the personal songs were just him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, the joints, I'm gonna put features on the joints, but the songs about my life is just gonna be me, and I'm gonna tell you about what I've been going through. And I respect that, to be honest. I think I should go next with my favorite song. I usually go last.
Sure.
But I think it relates to 1019. I'm assuming his favorite song is gonna be the Smino joint. So I'm gonna go. My favorite joint was 574, which was right after 1019. Like
I like that song.
the voice memo that we talk about leads right into 574. So let's listen real quick and then talk about it.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Do you know if he produced this album too?
I haven't checked the credits, but I'm assuming he did.
It
Cause
sounds like him.
he's a producer. So
I like the production on this song.
When I was young, nigga pop sicker, tripping on my fingers, it's hot, nigga thought I was the one. Out Blue Fleece, Columbia, Halloween, skating up the block, no sun with them broken heart. Cause them boys, they won't skate with them up the block. For what you own, be what you got, nigga, Big John. He call you now, you better box, nigga, put it up. Hey, for my kings, for my dogs, nigga. Yeah, out there.
talk about like from the voice memo, talking about him losing his mom, is like up to that point, right? I know you guys say you didn't really like the second half of the album, but I feel like at this point, this is when the album becomes like an actual album. It doesn't just become a playlist, right?
It was that they didn't like the second half of the album.
I just said it tapered off.
I said it was long.
yeah.
Basically it was longer.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I do think that there's more songs than needs to be, but when it comes to like the placement of these songs, like if you're listening from like one to whenever the last song is, like this is when like the beef of the album is this middle part where when he introduces like the loss of his mom, starts talking about like the way he was growing up, starts talking about how he feels about like now being on his own, because I can't imagine losing your mother, bro. And knock on wood, like
please.
I don't think that's wood.
well,
I'm just saying. I want y'all to not curse. The fuck, I'm trying to help y'all, nigga.
See how niggas all knocked on the wood too,
I
bro.
know whatever to keep my mama around.
But my mom down, bro.
Yeah, I'd fall out if my mama died.
I can't imagine like the type of retrospect that you have to go through where it's just like, dang, look at all these moments that I could have had, or look at all those moments that I had with my mother, and then now I'm trying to imagine all the moments that I'm going to have without her. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I know my mom based off of where I'm from. And now I'm somewhere completely different, and she doesn't even get to see the success that I'm having.
Yeah,
And that shit right there, that's where it really gets to me, where it's just like, oh, okay, he's now finally popping off, and he can't even go back and be like, hey, mom, I made you proud, right? He has to pray for that. He has to send his prayers up.
Man.
And that shit, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little emotional. I'm not gonna cry today. I got my sunglasses on, but it does make me a little emotional when I think about it.
Thugs cry too.
Yeah, it's true.
Michael, what was your favorite song on the project, man?
So I initially would have said the Smino joint, How About Your Feelings, but I don't like hearing singles long before I hear the album, and I've been listening to that song for months.
It was out for a minute.
Yeah, I like the 022 Zay song too.
Okay, at the end.
Yeah, and not even on some like lyrically or whatever.
Wait, hold on, we're gonna talk about it.
Go ahead, my bad.
Let's listen first.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
That's life. Hey, but if you with it, let's try. I don't like any of your coronas unless I'm in my lowest. I damn you back in 10, you must be fucking up your money. You know we hold it down, you know your buddy got an onion. The ones that build it up, but they don't never want it from you. I figured all this time I should be fucking me something I can feel. If it's only just a little quote, give me something that was real. I miss fucking with the pills. I miss numbing with the pills. I miss fucking
Why was this your favorite song on the project?
I fuck with this song for the same reason I fuck with Zay in general. And like the reason I like Kyle Banks' songs is I don't really like, I'm not a big fan or like supporter of mumble rap and shit like that. But Zay and Kyle, I'm seeing now, do it in a way where it's like, I don't know, man. It's like they might be speaking a language I don't understand, but I just fuck with the way the song sounds and the way the song feels. Like this just feel like some shit you just drive to like on some late night getting something to eat.
It feels real. It feels like somebody's just having a conversation with you.
Yeah, and you don't even know what they saying necessarily, but you know it's not no bullshit. That's really how I feel about this song, and it's what made me fuck with the album in total.
I'm easy to please. Shout out to Isaiah Rashad, man.
He's due.
He is.
Man, and he
he's
said
due.
he was gonna stop making us wait.
Oh yeah, you already said yours.
Let's go into our ratings for this album. What y'all give out of 10 for this project? Let's go. Let's start with Henndawg.
So I did give it a 6 out of 10.
6.
Only just because it was longer.
Okay.
I did like a lot of the themes though within it.
James.
Right now, like a 7.5.
7.5. Michael.
7.52.
7.5. I'm way higher than you guys, but I've also been listening to this album a lot.
Yeah, if you ask me next month, it might be different. It might
Over
be
the last
higher.
4 months, I've been, or not 4 months.
I was about to say, I was
Like, how long this shit been out?
I think it's 2 months. 2 months. 2
Yeah.
months.
It's been out for a minute.
Oh, I've been asleep.
Some of the
But-
singles have been out for like ever.
We talked about it in the rap group chat. I think
Yeah.
me and Kenzie both like bring it up.
I don't be
like,
paying
pretty
attention
often.
to shit.
But yeah, nah. Like this is up there for me. This is one of those where like you listen to it once and you're just like, oh, this is a solid project, and then you just keep listening to it and you just like, wait, hold on, like this is something. I gave it 8.4 out of 4. That's a 7.35. So shout out to Kyle Banks, man. Like this is one that I personally think this is one of them albums. But yeah. Let's move on. He's not the only one we're talking about today.